Hello and welcome to Autumn Willow's Doll Nursery. My name's Miranda and today we have something different. It's Filbert. Now, I have to say that I know not everybody's into stuffed animals, but we're doing a stuffed animals video today. I have on my strawberry shortcake shirt. I've got my sleeping Winnie the Pooh headband, and we are going to talk toys, stuffed animals specifically. And Filbert is in his little PJs here. Goodness gracious. Covered in hair. Poor little guy. And I also have one of my vintage stuffed animals with me. Her hair is a mess. Let me fix her hair here. Okay. This is a vintage My Little Pony stuffed animal. Did you know that My Little Pony made stuffed animals? This one, I was hoping it would have a date on it. It's by Hasbro Softies. Is there a date? No. But I do believe these were made in the 80s. She's got the little tulip. Might be getting washed out. But there's little tulips on her bottom. Her tail was cut. I would assume her tail was longer. But this is just how I received her. I bought her second hand. I'll comb out her hair a little bit. But she is so cute. I named her Shy because she reminded me of Fluttershy from the newer cartoon. I don't remember much of the old cartoons of these. I know I watched it in the 80s. I just don't remember much. So I have her. She's going to sit up here as well since we're talking stuffies. Aubrey can hold her. Maybe we'll put her like this. See if she stays. Okay, but I wanted to talk about Filbert here. So, Filbert is kind of a repackaging of one of my favorite childhood stuffed animals. I had a little frog, and I will be inserting pictures into this video of my frog and my original Filbert that I had when I was a kid, and pictures of, this is the Build-A-Bear frog that I gave the same name. And I kind of have him, this is him grown up. This is Filbert the Frog grown up. Now, I have written a children's book about Filbert and mine, some of our adventures. And it's very loosely based off of some of the things I experienced as a kid. Some of them are not things, okay? So it's a blending. But I finished the story. It still needs to be edited and published, and we will be hopefully getting that done this year. So I'm excited about that. But I wanted to share Filbert with you. And so me and Filbert, we go way back. And I'll insert a picture probably here, editing Miranda, of the original Filbert. And we're going to talk. So I got him, if I remember correctly, I think I got him from a pharmacy store that was local to my little hometown. And I took him everywhere with me. I remember taking him on a church trip, and I accidentally left him in the van. And thankfully, one of my friends noticed I left him, picked him up for me, and then I begged my parents. I was like, we have to go to their house and get Filbert now. I was desperate. We had to get Filbert now. My little buddy was gone. So we did. We ran and got my little buddy. Now, I don't know what happened to Filbert. I'm sure that either as I got a little older, Mom went through my toys, or I don't know. I would think that I would have kept him. Like, if I would have known, I would have kept him. You know? But I don't know. I don't know what happened to Filbert. So I found when I saw the Build-A-Bear frog, I was like, I would really like to have that, and that could be Filbert grown up. So here he is grown up. But I'll insert a picture of the original Filbert, so you can see his little self. You can tell that he's been put through the ringer. He's not very old, but his fur is definitely showing the wear and the tear. Build-A-Bear, I don't know. The fur just doesn't hold up well on at least on the frog. So I did buy, because he was wearing down so fast, I did buy a backup Filbert that hasn't been played with. And let's see. He smells, I put one of the smelly things in his head. It's cotton candy. And oh, it's running out of batteries. His little Frogger thing that I put in here, the little ribbits. He's running out of batteries. But as I was just starting some of my healing journey, really getting in there and healing from childhood trauma, this is where Filbert really was a blessing. Because that part of me needed comfort from my childhood best friend, which was Mr. Filbert. And it's one of those things where you can look like a crazy person carrying around. People think you're crazy when you're carrying around a doll that looks real. Try a stuffed animal. So I'll show you what I did to Mr. Filbert here to make it a little bit more socially acceptable for me to have him everywhere I went. I turned him into a purse. I had to do some sewing, and you guys know I don't like sewing, but we had to do some sewing. I put a zipper in his back. And I still wanted him to be cuddly. So I have this little, it's got Polly Pellets in it. It's just a little pouch of Polly Pellets. So that when he's not a purse, he still feels like his normal self. But when I do need him as a purse, I have this pocket here that I can fit the basics in. Because my phone is in this huge case, it does not fit. But I can get my little change purse in here, chapstick and hand sanitizer and, the essentials in there. And then I just put his little sock back in when it's cuddly Filbert time. But I wanted to show you some of the really cool ways that I've had fun with Mr. Filbert. And that is with Build-A-Bear, the clothes. Filbert has so many clothes, and I've even used like newborn baby clothes to make him outfits as well. And I'm going to insert some pictures of some of my favorite Filbert moments where we've had photo shoots, haven't we? We've done some really fun photo shoots. So the first one I will tell you about is I made Filbert a little house in my closet, and I wish that I had taken more pictures of that before I tore it down. But for a good long time, he had a house in my closet. And I had it decorated, like decorated. He had a bunk bed, all his clothes, he had a little closet. His clothes and his shoes were in there. He had a little living room. I even had this little TV. I will see if I can find a picture. It's this little TV that you can slide your phone into and actually like watch TV. And we would watch cartoons in Filbert's room from my phone. What one was your favorite? Little Bear. Little Bear was his favorite cartoon. So that's what we would watch. But he had a little office because he was grown up Filbert. He was going to school. He wanted to be a vet tech. So Filbert's office, I'll show you pictures of that. And let's see what else. When Filbert finally got his degree and became a vet tech, we had his little vet shop where he would care for the animals. We even had him a little doctor's outfit. And Filbert also got a puppy at one point because he felt like he could be responsible, so we got him a puppy. I'll insert pictures of these. I would get, like, since we did camping, and we like to sit outside by the fire, Mr. Filbert had his own little camp chair. Still does. He still has his camp chair. I think I still have all of his things. I may not have the vet tech center anymore, but I do have the pictures. So you'll be getting to see all about Mr. Filbert. And also, when my brother got married, Mr. Filbert came with me on that trip, and he even had his own little tuxedo. Kinsley, no. No, no, no. I see what you're trying to do there. She just about tore up some of my scrapbooking stuff. What is it? What's the deal? What's the deal? Do you want to come up and say hi to everybody? We're just going to take a break. Come here. Take a break from talking about Mr. Filbert. Oh, gosh. To show Kinsley. Okay. You want to say hi? You're kind of looking the wrong way. Oof. Here she is. She's like, I'm not having this. I'll just let her sit on my lap. She is our little miniature dachshund. And she is a chocolate dapple. She's a speckled puppy. She's a speckled puppy. You want to say hi? Come on, let's get to where you can try to say hi to people. Okay. You try to say hi? There we go. We say hi to everybody. Yeah. Okay. Now she's probably going to want to stay on my lap. Okay. Okay. But we're talking about Filbert. And Kinsley, she's real smart. She has her favorite stuffed animals as well. But she has learned that she doesn't touch mommy's stuffed animals. Which is really nice. She's a very good doggy like that. She said, I know that's my mommy's, so I won't mess with it. No. But she loves toys. She loves furry toys and she loves to play. She was 5 years old October 25th. And she still loves to play. She's a good hunt. Oh, we've never attempted to use her as a hunting dog, but that's what she was bred for. But really, even though we've never used her as a hunting dog, those instincts are so strong in her that she's all the time. If something gets into our fence, it's just dead. It's dead. She has killed groundhogs, possums. She's attempted to go after raccoons, but they've thankfully been able to get out of her way before she's got there. But mice, rabbits, she gets along really well with cats. She loves cats. But if a strange cat comes into our yard, she's very territorial. And she has chased cats out of the yard before. But yeah, that's a little bit about the Kinsley girl. I've not really got to share her much on here. She is the most loving dog ever. Okay, back to Filbert. So, getting to enjoy stuffed animals. I have a collection of Stuffies. I did downsize quite a bit my collection of stuffed animals, so I don't have near as many as I did. That's something else that will, if I ever get a nursery, I will have a section of the nursery where I display stuffed animals. But they can be just as fun as dolls. And, I've picked up all kinds of things for little Filbert here. He has his own little fishing set. What else did we get you? He has a sleeping bag. He's got furniture that was in his little apartment. I've had just as much fun with him as I have dolls. But stay tuned because I will let you guys know when the book is finally published. So we're very, very close. Very close. I wanted some illustrations. So that's kind of the next big hurdle is getting the illustrations done. And then the editing will be super easy. The publishing will actually be easy. Because my husband has his own publishing company. So that will be not difficult. I'm hearing noises. That was odd. It sounded like something was right behind me. Did you guys see anything? Okay. Alright, well, thank you for joining me for... Maybe this video is not for everybody, but, you know, because I know we're mainly here for dolls, but stuffed animals can have their moment in the spotlight as well, because they are something that I collect, and I have shown you my crystals, I've shown you my dung journals, so stuffed animals, you've seen my Monster High. There's still more to come of interesting things, but we collect quite a bit. May have a collecting issue. I don't know. Maybe. Well, I hope you've had fun. And this video is, even if you don't collect stuffed animals, hopefully this video has at least been somewhat entertaining for you. And I hope you've enjoyed his photos. We'll see you again. Bye for now.